What can men get away with that women can't? My boyfriend loves going to the pub and chatting with the geezers. All them sometimes I wish if there was a public room full of tipsy old ladies I could chat to. Find your local bingo hall. Just don't win. Those little old ladies will turn on you in a heartbeat lol. I won a $1,500 game and those ladies are savage. What did they do to you? Gummed him to death. Right now, you're ranked 50 in the baddest leaderboards, which puts you behind my grandma, but ahead of a guy she gummed to death. It took several hours. Apostrophe. Haven't seen it, and, as a woman, I'm doing it right now and getting stares, but sitting at a bar alone to drink. In the movies, this makes you mysterious. In real life, this makes me appear to be a loser. Lone men drinking in a bar aren't exactly hot shots either. Wearing the same clothes. Guys get to have 5 shirts and 2 pants, and it's clothes for a month. I work in a studio, where I'm the only female. I did a test run of wearing the same outfit every day for a week. I quizzed a coworker about it, and he was amazed that he hadn't noticed. Kept it up all winter. Men honestly don't notice clothes, unless they're a statement. And even then, my housemate is a proper glittery punk with outrageous costumes, and it registers as outrageous and colorful, but I honestly wouldn't realize if she used the same outfit twice in a row. Having extra hair on their body. This reminds me of the time my mom and I were discussing bikini waxes. I want one, but she doesn't understand why I would want to look like a child and ask me so. If you shave everything, you would think it's okay for your boyfriend to shave everything? Then we had one of the most awkward conversations we've ever had. I had to explain to her that his hair down there was like a fuzzy, prickly mop that just dried up all my juices and itched me horribly, so he'd a shave down there for me. She said we must look like toddlers fooling around with each other. I told her this isn't the 70s anymore. Simultaneously being bald and having a beard. My grandma is trying out this look, but I don't suggest it. Damn it, you've just ruined my plans for when I'm an old lady. Peeing inconspicuously anywhere they want without either having piss drop down their thighs or popping a squat. Do you guys understand how lucky you are that you don't need TP or wiping after a piss? I actually do wipe, no matter how much I push, shake, and squeeze. As soon as I put little punk in the pants a few drips come out at it. Yes, I know that ain't that's why I put the push. Squeeze it, shake it, do a little dance, the last drop is always in your pants. Publicly roasting their friends. If a woman is wearing a questionable shirt, her friends will say, oh that's cute. If a guy shows up to a gathering wearing a pork pea hat, you know damn well his friends are going to clown on him. Pork pea hat, how's the meth business, Heisenberg? It's cooking. Becoming a priest in the Roman Catholic Church. Please let me know if I'm wrong, but basically, as soon as I settled into my career, my extended family have gotten into wondering when I'm going to be popping out babies. Like they even legit skipped asking about where my husband is. They just want me to make babies. Like, I'm single, new to this career, just trying to pay off my loans, and the notion that babies are not on the forefront of my mind baffles them. It seems like this notion that I'm just expected to be a mother and the primary caretaker at some point might affect me negatively in the workforce too. Edit. Thanks to all of the men and women both telling their stories. I really appreciate hearing it, and I'm sorry for those of you feeling the pressure from family. My dad's been asking me where the baby is since I got my first serious girlfriend in 10th grade. He was mostly kidding at the time, sorta, kinda, but by now his joking version is just knock up some crackhead who won't want it, and we'll help you raise it yourself, and the alternative is him whining incessantly about how the house feels empty when the youngest inhabitant is 7. I'm 24, single, don't have my license, and I don't even make a living wage yet. I'm not having a damned kid, just to satisfy his damn issues. Edit. I mean, I'd like to have a kid or two with someone I'm committed to intentionally when we/she can support a family and have our own place. That's just entirely theoretical at this point. I totally understand and respect people that don't want to have kids at all. tons of reasons not to, and I've known lots of people with that conviction. It's just at this point I've helped change 5/6 of my siblings' diapers. I've babysat kids for most of my life. I love kids, I'm just not close to ready. Even if my parents were my age when I was born, they weren't either, and I saw how that went in the early days. Repeating outfits. OMG, this is such a thing. My husband and I both own about 8 or 9 work outfits each. When he wears them, not a whisper. People don't even notice. When I do, I get asked beachy things like, "Oh, is that your Monday top?" Giggle, yeah, beach. Maybe I spend my money on friends, family, adventures, and travel instead of stuff. I had a woman I work with ask me if I was wearing the same jeans as the other day. I didn't even realize it was weird to re-wear jeans within a couple days of each other. I don't wash my jeans everywhere, so why wouldn't I be able to re-wear them? The weirder thing is this woman paying that level of attention to what jeans you're wearing at any given time. Have pants with actual pockets. Just once I want to find a pocket in a pair of women's pants that's not a fake pocket. PLS. I'm a man who is generally mortified by this. I'm considering starting a business that sews custom pockets into women's clothing. Wearing the same clothes every day. I think there was an Australian newscaster who wore the same suit, but only changed the dress shirt every day, and none of the viewers either cared enough to write in or actually notice. To be fair, I don't think I'd notice if someone wore the same suit, but a different dress shirt/tie. Those are the real things I notice, unless the suit is bold. My older sister has a master's in hours. She has 18 years experience in the field and also handles payroll for the company she works for. The guys at her job expected her to make coffee and handle all incoming calls. She told them, "I'm not a secretary, nor am I a barista." They proceeded to ostracize her. It continues to this day, and she has no idea what to do. Someone in another reply mentioned that it's harder for women to be serious without someone thinking that they are being a beach. I flat out wish I could walk into her office and just Tasmanian devil their ass. Then again, I'm pretty stupid and my answer is always to go Tasmanian devil on a situation. I was an office administrator in a place full of male engineers. Second day they send over the senior guy to tell me the coffee pot is empty. I could tell what he was angling for, the new girl to become the coffee slave. I just shrugged and said, "Oh thanks, but I don't drink coffee," and played dumb when he tried to explain that's not what he meant, until he felt like an asshole. I love this. The playing dumb until they have to actually explain themselves card is so underrated. So my partner and I have literally the same master's degree. But when people talk about something in our field, they always want to know his opinion and don't even bother asking me. Not sure if this is a general thing though. Just one of my pet peeves. Boyfriend and I were in culinary school. I graduated first, and he eventually couldn't graduate because of ducking English professor never putting in his final grades and him sucking at philosophy. People always referred to him as "Hey chef" and ask him advice for cooking and other stuff. Personally, I never felt much like I earned the title of chef. Even hearing novice chef feels weird. But they always act like I chose a hobby while his is a career. I've even been told a woman can't use a wok, or that I couldn't wear my glasses in the kitchen, or that they were looking to hire a man. It's frustrating as hell trying to get work in East Texas. My sil was a mechanic and had to move to Houston to get treated seriously. Being calm, direct, and serious in nature. I try to be as professional as possible, but many people think I'm a stuck-up beach because I don't smile excessively and talk a lot. Interrupting, especially in a business environment. When I try to talk, men will start a sentence like they were speaking into silence. Once, I interrupted a male co-worker and the room would have been less hostile if I had murdered a toddler instead. I stopped caring about that reception when I realized interrupting is the only way I would ever get a word in. Yup, and I've learned to say hold on and finish my thought, even though it still makes me incredibly anxious when I do it. Being in as without being accused of being on their period. For real. I had a coworker tell another coworker not to eat my period chocolate because I would get angry and go hulk on them. Seriously, like who does that? Not worrying about an appearance. Like if I'm lazy, I'll roll out of bed in the gym shorts and t-shirt I wore to sleep, grab my keys and wallet, and go right to my car to get shopping done. Most girls I know would be mortified to do that. There's so much pressure to look pretty. I'm fine to go out without makeup and just throwing a baseball cap on, but I do have to take a minute to put a bra under my shirt. I just can't bear to walk around with the outline of my nips visible, no matter how unappealing a bra sounds. I'd feel way too sexualized without a bra when I want to be under the radar. Also, unless you have smaller breasts, wouldn't the bouncing get really annoying? Like, if women want to go braless, more power to them, but I know I feel really weird if my junk isn't held in place by underwear, and I'd probably be the same were I a woman. Enjoying certain things, sports, video games, music without being questioned. Oh, so you think you're a Niners fan? What was the name of their 1979 quarterback's dog?